Hello and welcome back to reading Batman and Joker fan fiction. I wrote this story on Wattpad 8 years ago and I forgot about it until now to read it out loud and embarrass myself. And we are on chapter 21, which is crazy. And I'm going to make myself mini, and we're starting out with the normal point of view, which should be third person point of view, but I was stupid. So here we go. They awoke around noon the next day in their newly made bed in the master bedroom. Joker's purple suit was freshly washed and ironed and ready for him to wear whenever now. As they both laid there in bed, they cuddled, and Bruce knew he promised him a special date.
We have to actually get up soon. I'm taking you out, remember?
Bruce said.
I'm not feeling so good about jumping out of bed after being effed in a cramped up car last night,
Joker replied.
You're the one who suggested we have smacks in the Batmobile,
he smirked.
Well, you're the one who agreed to it.
Bruce laughed and stood up from bed, him laughing. You almost never hear him laugh. That's so funny. He laughed and stood up from the bed.
I'm going to go take a shower. I've made dinner plans for us in a couple hours.
He walked over to the doorway and looked back at Joker in bed.
You know, Joker, if you can manage getting up, I would let you shower with me,
he said suggestively. He didn't want to miss the opportunity to shower with his hunk of a boyfriend, so despite the pain, he nearly shot out of bed and followed Batman to the bathroom. After they showered and then some, they got dressed and walked downstairs to sit in the living room. They're just always doing it, aren't they?
I don't think I've ever seen my suit so clean before. I almost forgot how bright purple it could be,
Joker pointed out.
Lighter shades of purple really bring out your eyes,
Bruce said, giving him a kiss.
You look as adorable as when I first met you.
What's up with him being so damn cute? I'm the one who wrote this, but geez.
You thought I was cute the first time you met me, haha, Joker laughed.
I did, but I couldn't show it. It was more of a slight, unexpected kind of feeling.
You're cute when you're shy, haha. I like bringing out my Batsy's confidence.
He smiled. At that point, Alfred walked in to tell Bruce that the Bat costume he picked out to wear for his date is ready for him to change into.
Oh, my Bat's picked out a special Bat suit just for me. How thoughtful, haha.
You said you wanted me to dress as Batman, so I picked a suit I thought would look best for our date.
The three of them walked down to the Batcave. Alfred and Joker stood by the main computer system as Bruce went to change as Batman. When he stepped out in his bat suit, it looked specially designed for the occasion. The cape, the boots, and the gloves he wore were still black. The bat symbol on his chest shined a dark purple color, along with his belt doing the same thing, and the rest changed colors depending on what lighting he was in.
Batsy, you look gay,
he joked. I'm sorry, that just really seems like something Joker would say.
Gay for you,
he smirked. Alfred handed Batman some keys. Your Mercedes is ready, sir. Be careful while you're out.
Think so.
He grabbed the keys and watched as Alfred left the Batcave. Joker seemed confused.
Why aren't we taking your Batmobile?
We're trying to stay low, keep our relationship a secret from public. Taking the Batmobile would just bring too much attention, so we're taking my regular car,
he explained.
I guess that makes sense. Does that mean we have to have smacks in your Mercedes too?
He said optimistically.
Did you not learn your lesson the last time?
They both walked to the garage and got in the vehicle, Batman started driving down the road, playing music quietly on the radio. Joker kept changing the station, trying to find one he liked. He happened to stop on the song Heathens by 21 Pilots. Just my little nod at Suicide Squad there, because that is a Suicide Squad song.
You listen to weird music,
Batman noted.
It's like my favorite song.
Joker was defensive.
You know what my favorite song is?
What is it?
No. Me.
They both laughed together. That is such a me joke. I know that's my sense of humor. They soon arrived where they would be having a dinner together at. There was a fancy dinner table with great food on top of an abandoned motel.
Seems like a strange setting, I know, but it's very secluded and Alfred set it up himself.
Joker didn't really question it much. He was just thankful to go out with his boyfriend. They both walked up to the rooftop and sat at the table eating their meal.
I also chose this spot because once the sun starts to set later, it looks absolutely stunning from the view.
I thought another reason was because since it's an abandoned motel, we could F in any room you wanted.
Oh my gosh, Joker is just always wanting it, ain't he?
You make fun of everything, don't you?
It's good to have a sense of humor.
You bring it out in me, definitely.
As they continued to eat, Joker decided to make up a new conversation.
So, how come you didn't tell me before that the Boy Wonder was coming back in a couple days?
Well, I was hoping to avoid the same incident with trying to keep you away from Alfred. Until I talk to him, I need to explain everything to him in person, but calmly. I thought you didn't know, then I thought if you didn't know, then I could speak with him about it and then let you know Robin has returned.
Okay, but how come you didn't tell me he was your son, though?
He's my adopted son, and how do you know these things?
Your butler told me last night while you were out being heroic.
He must have thought I was ready to let you know all that. I was waiting until you were more comfortable in a relationship with me before dropping anything else on you. I was afraid of how you'd take it.
I thought Birdbrain was just someone who worked for you or something. I never knew he was also your kid. I would have been fine if you told me.
I thought it would freak you out because if we're committed to each other and this relationship, then he would also be your adopted son, he confessed.
The kid is 18 now. It's not like he's a baby. I'll be fine, Bats.
He smiled.
When did you become so understanding?
Probably from living with you. You're making me a big softy. Gross.
He made a gacking noise. They finished their dinner together and eventually watched the sunset. Once it was dark, though, they were beginning to go home. Batman looked up at the sky and saw the bat symbol was lit up. Joker seemed disappointed about it until the Caped Crusader looked over at him.
Wanna help me again tonight with my mission?
Joker was overjoyed and giddy as a child. He is happy about that. So this was cute. This was a really cute chapter. I like this. They're both kind of like stepping out of character for each other, and that's adorable. But this is all for chapter 21. My next video will be reading chapter 21 comments, so stay tuned for that. Bye!